Hello and welcome. Welcome and stay as long as you'd like. We're going to be heading off onto an adventure where I will be reviewing a plethora of probably most likely a multi-platformated whatever franchise of many shows that have been rebooted for newer and younger audiences. This will most likely be a starting point where I will be going forward and taking you on a journey where I show you how I feel about these shows or franchises, depending um, on my perspective. I will be going in blind mostly with most of these shows, or who knows, I'll be revisiting shows that I haven't seen in a long time. Otherwise, this is the first review, and we'll be starting with He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. All I have to say is that this show has completely brought me back to when I was a kid. You know, all those generic things that you learned back in the day, learning right from wrong, as cliche as it was a perfect start off with this mythical place that's the setting of this universe. Um, the land is called Eternia, and I just realized that they blend sci-fi and fantasy together in such a balanced fashion, and the way they do it is that it just introduces all kinds of strange, new, and interesting ways that they could just make things natural. Like, oh, technology exists. Oh yeah, and we have wizards. It's so crazy. The fact that you have a portion of the story revolving around the hero He-Man. Dude can ride on a like a literal like motorized machine that can fly. And then moments later, you have him riding a literal talking tiger. it's so, it's so good. Um, Otherwise from that, I see like it's just the characters are charming. Um, Albeit one of my favorite characters, Orko, the living legend. I don't know how, but that little guy always gets me to smile every time he's on screen. I just enjoy it when he's around, and overall makes it a better time. Um, he feels like he has such a big heart and just so much, I would say, humor, no matter where we go, and he makes the, I would say, even the, probably could be, I don't know, I could be over exaggerating here, even the saddest parts of the story, he can make me get emotional, and that's just from when he's on screen alone. Otherwise, I would say that the bad guys are pretty enjoyable as well. Skeletor, literally, the people under him are completely amazing to watch. I enjoy probably Beastman and I'd say Merman. I do like Evil Lyn a lot, especially when I was getting used to the conflicts like rising around her and Skeletor. It's like, oh yeah, so these guys don't get along, but if they ever get the chance to, they're gonna overthrow Skeletor, and that's just hilarious. But otherwise, you got your pretty much standard Beastman controls animals. He does a lot more in the scheming of things. Oh, but always gets I would say the short end of the stick, because I don't know how, but so majority of the time something happens, it's Beastman's fault. I mean, it's not wrong, but it's kind of depressing in a funny kind of way. Merman, I would say, pretty clever dude, especially with Beastman. I feel like they're like a dynamic duo. in that retrospect. I would say though, pretty damn cool. I would say. Evelyn, though, getting any chance you can get to overthrow Skeletor, I just it's amazing. But Skeletor, literally, a man with a skull for a face. Literally, He-Man says it the best himself. Skull face. It's an amazing play on words with how with his character. I just love the character. His laugh gets me every time. And it's just super compelling. With every step and action a character takes, like I'd say the one that I'd say has the most drive, Teela. Teela, from I would say her introduction to the show in the first part of the season all the way to the very end is an amazing journey, and I'm all for it. I can't wait to see more potential of her character once I get into the second season. I will be taking a break though. I don't know necessarily when I will be revisiting this universe, but I will be taking a break for now because I mean, like, just golly, it's just this season was pretty long, over 60 episodes. I believe that the characters themselves and the journeys that they take in this portion of time is just really telling. The moments with Man-at-Arms and Teela are very bonding. When you're just watching the conflict arise with if Teela ever does something wrong, or if Man-at-Arms or Duncan, if you like to call him that, he has full faith in the people around him, and even when he struggles to, which I rarely think he does, because he's just so smart, it's just completely appalling. I would say the struggle of Adam as He-Man is probably a pure struggle when he has to deal with, I would say, the responsibilities as a prince, but not being able to fulfill those duties because, you know, he has to be the protector of Eternia, and Castle Grayskull with Man-at-Arms, Orko, and the Sorceress. You know, he can only confine to those 3 people because, you know, only another few people know his secret, and he wishes to keep it that way to protect them. I would say that future potential, I love plot lines that have not been explored yet. I would say with the Sorceress and Teela, I cannot wait to see where that's going to go. And whether or not that'll make any more conflict, albeit if there'll be any positive outcomes. I mean, we'll see. I believe that going forward, I'm pretty sure a lot of things are going to be going down in the future season, and when I get into other installments of the franchise, but I don't know yet. Otherwise, I will be taking a break for now, and I probably just just give my thoughts on a couple of other characters before I finish this video. The Sorceress, pretty damn cool. Literally, I would say she's literally one of the 3 main powers of this universe. She's literally like in a power struggle between good and evil. Literally, if she leaves Castle Grayskull unattended, then they are most likely screwed. That being it, He-Man is, I would say, one of her best allies in that venture going against evil because he's the only one who can combat evil outside of Grayskull. Though I would say I can't criticize this because, you know, it's a product of its time, but I would have liked them to explore more conflict with He-Man and Skeletor. Maybe they will in the next season, but I just I did like that episode with Teela and Evelyn when they were separated from their retrospective groups, and they were just, you know, talking it out and more or less finding some, I would say, some similarities between one another. I don't believe I've gotten an episode dedicated to Man-at-Arms, but that I can't remember. But I do fondly remember his episodes when he had the spotlight, being very, very wise and just symbolic of his character, that being someone who understands everyone around him, and Orko having, I would say, the biggest heart out of everyone. He's just such an amazing character. I can't get enough of the little guy. I mean, when he's on screen, like I said, I can't stop breaking a stupid smile. Like, it's just he makes it worthwhile to continue watching. Even if I like all the other characters equally, I don't know why. Orko is just amazing. I love him so much. He-Man, though, I do respect him as the main hero, because you know, he has that, like I mentioned earlier, he has that I would say, I don't know if I can call it a cliche, he has that willingness to save others that aren't willing to help you. I mean, it doesn't matter to him. He'll still save you no matter what. At the end of the day, in the same position, he would save someone even if they would not save him. He saved people who would not favor him had he be in that position. And it's very respected from my perspective. I just can't see it anywhere else with any other character, because, I mean, you know, every other character has their justice. I mean, he sees it as a fair, balanced justice, saving you even if you are not good. He believes that everyone can have a second chance, and he just believes in it in the fair way, and that is, I believe, the most bold action he can ever take. I would say, though, so much potential in aspects like that, and I would like to see how they will finish this story, and albeit what will the setting be in the future? Like, will we go to other planets again? Will we go to visit characters that we've seen before? And I would say, what will happen to the villains and the heroes of the story? I don't know, but I can't wait to come back and visit Eternia and just return back to He-Man once again. But for now, I will be moving on to the next series, and I will be coming back after I've covered at least in the entire season of this next show that I will be covering. I will be putting it up in the end of this video, and though I will not be exactly finished with it, because it's probably going to take me a while to finish this series. It's probably going to be over the same length of of He-Man's first season. Though I will be probably posting maybe little clips here and there of, like, you know, random stuff. We'll see. But otherwise, I can't wait to show you guys my next project that I'll be working on. And pretty much for my final thoughts, this show was, I would say, vastly entertaining. Very cheesy in some spots. Otherwise, I would say it did its job and entertained me as part of the audience. And for my final words, we'll meet again. Next time, I'll be seeing you once again.